Hey, welcome back to another ballistic gel test. Today we're shooting another 4570 load. We have Winchester Super X 300 grain jacketed hollow point out of the 4570. And here is the box for that Winchester 4570 300 grain jacketed hollow point load. Let's flip it around. Here is the factory literature. You can pause and read that if you would like. I'll be really curious to see how close we come to that 1880 foot per second velocity. I doubt we'll come close because we are going to be shooting it out of a 16-inch barrel. That is what it is. Let's open it up and take a look at the ammo. And I am missing a few rounds because I tried to test this ammo the last time I filmed videos and it was not hitting anywhere near point of aim for what I had my rifle zeroed for, so I had to stop and come back and do it again. So let's take a look. There it is, big old massive 45 caliber hollow point bullet. We'll see how it does. And the test rifle today is my Marlin 1895 Trapper. It has a 16-inch barrel up top. I've got a Leupold VX3i 1.5 to 5 power scope. And bringing up the rear, of course, I have one of my Mason leather cartridge cuffs. I've got 4570 stamped right in. Check out my website, masonleather.com. I would absolutely love to make you one. And coming over to the other side, I've got to show you, I've got my wild bore design. We'll be taking 3 shots from 100 yards, firing into 10% ballistics gel that has been calibrated to meet the FBI's ballistics testing protocol. And while ballistics gel isn't an exact proxy for big game, it does provide a repeatable medium through which to test various bullets and ammo against each other. After the shots, we'll examine bullet expansion, weight retention, penetration, and velocity. My goal is to provide hunters like you and I with the most objective information possible to help us make the best choice for our particular hunting situation. The ballistics gel in this video has been sourced from Clear Ballistics. You can find a link in the description. So let's go ahead and shoot it. And let's take a look at the velocities for that Winchester 300 grain jacketed hollow point 4570 load. The high was 1789, the low was 1724, and the average was 1764. And we are down here at the blocks after shooting that Winchester 300 grain jacketed hollow point load out of the 4570, and we have performed an absolute Christmas miracle. 3 bullets in the blocks. I can't believe it. Let's take a look. So the mushrooming first, and we'll look at this later when I dig them out, is absolutely beautiful. These things look like little toadstools. But penetration wise, we got really good penetration, 24 inches, 25.5. And then here's the third one. It's right at, I'm going to give it 30 inches. Absolutely phenomenal performance from one of the more classic 4570 hunting loads out there. And here are those Winchester 300 grain jacketed hollow point bullets out of the 4570. These things look incredible. First, we'll talk about weight retention. We saw 280, 294, and 300 grains respectively for an average of 291 grains retained weight. That's 97% weight retention. I am extremely happy with that, especially considering these are just cup and core non-bonded hollow point bullets. That's pretty darn good weight retention. Now granted, these things were going kind of slow, which I'm sure helped contribute to that high weight retention, but hey, I'll take what I can get. And then onto expansion. We saw beautiful expansion in all 3 of these bullets. 0.79, 0.73, and 0.72 inches respectively for an average of 0.75 inches, so 3/4 of an inch on average, and that works out to 1.6x expansion. And if you've watched some of my other 4570 videos, with 4570 I like to see 1.5x or more on bullets that are meant to expand. These bullets are starting out big. They don't need to expand much more to get really big, so I'm really happy with that. And now on to velocity. Our high velocity was 1789, our low was 1724 for an average of 1764 versus the factory build velocity of 1880. Now, to be fair, I was firing these from a 16-inch barreled Trapper carbine, so we are going to have some velocity loss there because of the barrel length. We came in 116 feet per second slow. And now on to penetration. These bullets really performed well across the board. Penetration-wise, we got 24 inches, 25.5 inches, and 30 inches for an average of 26.5 inches of penetration. And 4570 is known for being deep penetrating, but these are 300 grain hollow point bullets that are meant to expand. These are not your 4570 bullets that are meant to just penetrate 4, 5, 6 feet deep all the way, head to, snout to butt through a grizzly bear. That's not what these are. These are your black bear hunting, whitetail hunting, hog hunting bullets. And I'm sure they do a number on anything else you want to hit with them, elk, moose, whatever. But this is really good performance. All right, y'all, time for final thoughts on that Winchester 300 grain jacketed hollow point 4570 load. It performed really, really well, better than I thought it would. We got 97% weight retention, which is really, really nice. 1.6x expansion. And if you followed my channel and watched some of my other 4570 tests, you'll know that 1.5x plus is sort of what I like to see for 4570. We don't need the 2x plus like I like to see with some more standard hunting calibers, 270, 30-06, stuff like that, smaller stuff, because the bullets are just starting out so much bigger. So I'm really happy with 1.6x. Velocity wise, our average was 116 feet per second slower than the factory rated spec on the box. Well, number one, probably because I'm shooting it from a 16-inch barreled trapper, so we're definitely going to give some leeway there. And also, velocity is the last thing that I'm worried about. And even though it was going a little bit slower, we still got great expansion, so I'm happy with it. Penetration wise, I really like where this stuff ended up. 26.5 inches of penetration on average. We got between 24 and 30 inches on the shallow to deep side. That's pretty darn good for a hunting weight 4570 load if you're hunting like deer, black bear, hogs, stuff like that. It'll even do a number on elk if you put it in the right spot, I'm sure. A deer is like 14 inches wide, so it's going to do the job for you. All in all, I think this could be an excellent option for medium game hunting with the 4570 if your particular rifle shoots it well. I have some big news. Lots of you have emailed me or commented how much value you get out of my videos. And you've asked me, how can you be a part of this and help support the channel? Well, I got to work and now I have a way. I've created a Patreon account where you can join me in helping our fellow hunters. Click the link in this video's description and watch my Patreon welcome video, where I describe to you how your help will impact this channel and our community of hunters as a whole. And when you join me on Patreon, you'll get a lot more than I can give you here on YouTube. You'll have to go watch that welcome video linked in the description to find out the details. I'll see you there. Hey, if you enjoy these videos, check out my website masonleather.com and get yourself some leather gear handmade by me just for you. I've been handcrafting leather gear for hunters for over a decade and I would love to make you something. The link is in the video description. And check out my channel for more hunting ammo ballistics gel tests.